What's going on, people? It's Jimmy Lincoln with SpitFireHipHop.com. And today we have a very special guest. Today's guest needs no introduction. He's a pioneer of bilingual bars, the architect of low-life culture, and a true underground icon. From Skillionaire to the Low Life album, and now with his brand new release, The Last Shall Be Thirst. He's still setting the standard. Please put your hands together for the Puerto Rican himself, Thirstin Howl III. Thirstin Howl, what's going on, man?
What's good, man? I hope y'all hear me loud and clear over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, man, we appreciate you giving us your time to answer a few questions, go through your history a little bit, and then talk about what you're doing currently.
All right, let's do it, man. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you. So, how's it feel, man, to still be pushing boundaries and releasing major work decades into the game?
It feels like a natural instinct, man. It's almost effortless where I'm not trying too hard. It's just a natural instinct. It's just something I do at this point. And I probably do it in my sleep, man. That's how it feels.
No doubt. And let's talk about the title of the new album, man. It's the title of the new album is The Last Shall Be Thirst, and I had to work on it a couple of times, man, because I would have quoted the Bible verse, right? The last shall be first, right? But the title of the album is The Last Shall Be Thirst. What's the meaning behind the title?
Just like the biblical term, where the last shall be first. So, but it's thirst in replacing of the first. So it's like, I've spent a lot of time paying my dues, man, where my just due is there as well, 30 years, like, spitting fire, dropping music and all that. So I'm basically claiming my position, for where I belong in hip hop and things like that. So it's like a proclamation.
Okay. And they it's said that we should speak things into existence, right? So I feel you on that. Speak it.
Yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly. And I write it down as well, man. I write everything down. So I bring things, to life, man, with that. I've understood that method for a very long time.
Right.
So you have to claim it, man. You can't be always humble about everything. You got to claim what you want in this world.
Right. No, and I appreciate that too, man, because my wife and I, we have two sons, and I'm trying to get them to write down, certain things, man, that they want to experience in life. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did it with my sons as well, man, and they write everything down.
No, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now you've always had a unique sound. I believe on this new project you connected with DJ Muggs and Psycho Les. They're involved on the project. How did that impact with your creative direction on the project, working with those two?
I mean, Muggs threw the beat at me. He said, "Here you go, man. See what you do with this." And my creative process behind the Muggs record is that I love Muggs' work, and he definitely puts out a lot of artists, a lot of visuals, a lot of content, a lot of albums. And when I did his track, I actually wanted to do something very different than what anybody else is doing that he works with. I kind of went out my way to try to make it that much different, man. But it was an inspiring track. At the same time, when he sent me the track, I was in my doo-wop mode where I was listening to doo-wop music nonstop for like 3 months. So the beat kind of had a doo-wop feel to it. So it made me go that route of like, to do doo-wop. I even did all the different vocal tones and things like that myself on the record.
Okay.
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the song with Psycho Les that he produced, we were all in the studio together in Miami when we were working on that. So that was just a natural thing, man. Just chilling with him, Tash. You know, everybody was staying at my house at the time in Miami, and we just worked on a bunch of music, and that was one of the songs that came out of it.
Okay, okay. Now let's talk about the track with Rampage. I believe it's titled "Feeling the Gas."
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of love everywhere. We saw the video. We have it actually posted on SpitFireHipHop.com and the album. As a matter of fact, what made the collab with Rampage special for you?
You know, Ramp is a legend, man. For first and foremost, I had the record already without a hook on it. And you know, we've been talking about doing some stuff, and I just sent them that record, and I was like, yo, this record needs a hook. Let me know what you got for this. And I sent them the record, all the verses was already on it and everything. And when he sent me back that hook, I mean, it was obvious, man. It was a hit. It was a smash after the hook. To me, that hook connected the whole song, and it gave it the impact it needed to be, like, you know, a smash hit. It could be a hit in the clubs, on the radio, in the car, whatever, you know. But
Right.
my nephew Zay Skills produced that record. He produced a couple of tracks on the album. My biological nephew Zay Skills. So it was definitely one of my favorite joints off of that album. And then, you know, when we shot the video, Rampage came with that energy as soon as he pulled up. We shot it in California at Kevin Garnett's studio. But when Rampage pulled up, he came with that energy immediately. You know, he added that fire to the video as well.
Definitely, yeah. He definitely comes with a lot of energy. Everything that he does is impact, man.
And the voice is strong. His voice is real strong. You know.
Right. Now, did you say Jay Styles produced
Zay
that?
Skills.
Zay Stills. Okay.
Zay Skills is my nephew.
Zay Stills. Okay. No, good stuff. Now you dropped the track Ultra Ill Magnetic Street with Young Hump. Now, and I saw the video. Was that video shot in Miami as well?
Nah, we shot the videos in California at Kevin Garnett's studio.
Okay.
We actually shot all those videos at the same time.
At the same time?
So we shot the Feet on the Gas with the Ultra Ill Magnetic Street. We shot another one, Character. We shot the Ava Rex commercial. We shot the double Keep Your Double L's Up. We shot approximately 6 videos in that week.
Okay.
You know, myself, Box Slow, you know, the whole production crew. Dana Dane was our assistant director for the whole situation. You know, a lot of people pulled up. A lot of work was happening, man.
Okay.
1 week of work.
Now what inspired that track, the Ultra Ill Magnetic Street? What inspired that?
You know, I'm a big fan of Ultra Magnetic and Kool G Rap.
Okay.
I've been sitting on those instrumentals, like those beats, forever, trying to think about, you know, doing them over, like just to rap over them beats. But I love those songs so much that when me and Young Hump, we were actually here in my house doing it.
Okay.
I didn't know how to rap over those beats without being Kool G Rap or Kool Keith. So I did not know how to approach those songs any different, because the song is so stuck in my head of the way they laid it down. So the only thing I could think of is to rap like if I'm them.
Right.
And that's what made me pull that off on the track. Me and Hump was right here in the lab. We was just vibing, and we knocked that song out in like 10 minutes, man. That was a fast song to do.
Okay. No, and I recognize that too. When you were coming out of the door in the video, right? And as soon as you came out, you were rapping like Kool G Rap. And it was you know, it's distinctive, right? You could hear it if you're paying attention, and you know who Kool G is. You know what was going on in that part of the video. So that's pretty cool. Now you mentioned Kevin Garnett, and I believe it's what is it? Kevin Garnett's content Cartel, I believe, Studios.
It's Content King Studios.
Content Kings. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
how did that partnership come about with you and Kevin Garnett Studios?
Kevin been offering me the studios for a while if I ever wanted to come do any work, and we had some other business ventures happening together. So I just took advantage of the opportunity of utilizing the studio for a week. I pulled up, he gave me the keys, and the rest is history, man.
Okay. Okay.
But I just want to. I'm a real production guy. You know what I mean? I came up in production management and things like that, working at MTV and all that. So I'm a well coordinated, producer, coordinator, production manager, whatever you want to call it. So anywhere I go, I set up a production almost everywhere I go.
Okay. Okay. And that leads to, a good ear for sound, right? When you're recording, when someone is mixing and mastering your music, that allows you to hear what's maybe not on par.
As far as
When your production, your history and production, and working at MTV, being able to hear like when your music is being mixed and mastered, if it's off a little bit, that allows you to hear what's going on and what needs to be fixed, maybe.
well, and MTV was a film production,
It
so
was film. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
film production. So I worked film production, straight out of prison. I got a
Oh
job
wow.
there while I was on a work release program. But they both kind of coincide, man. That's what actually gave me the inspiration to want to be an artist when I started working at MTV and coming across that whole life behind the scenes and seeing what the artists doing. I'm like, this is not hard to do. And I'm hip hop since the beginning, so I've always been interested in entertainment, and I've done various elements of the culture. But
Okay.
when I decided to be a rapper was because I worked at MTV and things like that, and I was like, this could happen, because you see the reality of it all being behind the scenes.
Right. Right. Now speaking of film production, let's talk about you have a new film, a short film, I believe, coming up. It's called Don Chicharron. Um, and as you're gearing up for the release in November, how would you describe the film to the fans of your music?
To the fans of my music, they're already familiar with my bilingual flows and my styles that I do, with hip hop. I touch a lot of salsa and a lot of classical, Latin breaks and percussions and things like that. So, I mean, the way I could summarize it the most is this is like a Ricky Ricardo meets the Latin quarters or Union Square, because I'm bringing a Spanish, Spanglish vibe to it, but I'm
Okay.
still keeping it hardcore, the way Thirstin Howl the third raps as a Puerto Rican from Brownsville and things like that. So it's just a lot of elements of my own flavor intertwined, because these styles that I feel the Spanglish stuff I do is stuff that I've never really seen done out there like
Okay.
that. I've seen attempts, but I've never seen too much of it done on the caliber that I take it to with the Spanish raps. And with Hurricane G, the Microphone Prince, DJ Excess, we got a nice strong cast on the Don Chicharron. All directed and produced by myself and my brother Low, Box Low. We handled the bulk of the work, the production. Bachlo, he did all the editing and all the graphics and stuff. I wrote all the treatments to all the films, all the videos,
Okay.
so me and Box got a 20-year working relationship right now as far as doing film production together as a team.
Okay. So you're not just acting, and you're doing everything, man. You're
Oh no,
writing.
I've written every single one of my everything you've ever seen of mine visually, I wrote myself. I wrote
Okay.
every video. I wrote my cooking shows. I wrote the Don Chicharron. I wrote the karate movie scripts. I wrote, I'm a writer as well. So I'm very visual, man. Like I could see it in my head first and I write it all down, like we were saying earlier. And that's one of the first steps of manifesting it, But
Right.
I'm heavy,
Right.
I'm heavy on writing. Heavy.
No, that's good. That's good. And then I want to step back. You mentioned Hurricane G, and speaking of strong voices, I mean her voice was distinct, man. And I know it's been almost I believe 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Um, since she transitioned.
Hmm.
Talk about your relationship with Hurricane G. And again, I was a big fan of Hurricane G, and her voice, man, just distinctive and strong. Talk about your
Yeah.
relationship with her.
I mean, Hurricane was like my sister, man. She was my counterpart when it comes to the Spanglish bilingual rap and stuff. We kind of had similar upbringings, coming from Brooklyn, being Puerto Ricans, growing up in, all black neighborhoods and things like that. So we had a lot of similarities. But when I heard one of her records, the Underground Lockdown, first time I ever heard that record, man, I wanted to work with her. As soon as I heard that song, it made me write a song immediately after the song went off. That's how inspiring it was. So I got a chance to meet her through Tony Touch. I asked him to introduce me to her,
Okay.
and he hooked us up together. And the rest is history, man. Hurricane was a tremendous MC. When she would come to the crib, stay with me and my family. We would work for weeks at a time. And I mean, like, she dropped bars, man. She come with that attitude, the way she sounds on it. She was
Right.
really the way she sounded. But
Okay.
at the
Okay.
same time, she was very sweet. She was very loving, but she's ready to punch you in the face too. She was one of them type of females. But I know she loved the rap, man. She loved hip hop and she loved what we were doing, man. And I
Okay.
really appreciated her a lot, and she was a big part of my formula for the Spanish stuff. We got an album out there we released called Mommy and Papi, which is me and her album together. Like a
Okay.
full album of just us in bilingual
Okay.
Spanglish or whatever you want to call. But I had a lot of fun working with her, man. I had a lot of fun traveling with her and very inspirational, man. Just exchanging bars, just making these songs together with her was just so easy. It was like I said earlier, it was a natural instinct. It was so easy for us the way we collabed, man. And I'm gonna miss Hurricane a lot, man. But she's shining in this movie in this Don Chicharron. She's shining hard body, man.
Right. Right.
Rest in peace, Hurricane G.
Indeed, man. And talk about the trailer. I know the trailer was released, and I mean you have a number of powerful names in the film. Why don't you talk about? I know you mentioned DJ Excess. I believe Louis the
The
Fourth, I believe,
microphone,
is in it.
yeah,
You
Louis
talk
the
about who's in
Fourth
it?
is in it. The microphone Prince is in it. TMP, one of the first signed Latin rappers in hip hop history. DJ Excess, who's also my DJ, but he raps as well. So he spits a lot of the Spanglish bars. Um, like I said, the Don Chicharron film is like a revision of the Ricky Ricardo at Baba Club Babalu. That's what the Don Chicharron film is like. It's like a live on stage musical with a band setting backdrop. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, but a lot of skilled hip hop, man. Like I said, man, I'm playing with the words, I'm playing with the bilingual, but we're touching salsa classics, man. That I wasn't even familiar with some of these classics. I just heard them for the first time and I loved the beat and I
Okay.
rapped over it. I had no idea of the history of some of this stuff, man. Some of this music was 40 years old, man, to my understanding, and I just gave it new life, man.
Right, right. So explain to me. I've seen the trailer, and if it's not giving too much information before the film, drops. We'll talk about that first scene, I believe, in the trailer where, I don't know who it is, but one of the guys is asking you for money. Explain what's going on there, man. I
Oh,
guess
oh,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
you
go
know,
ahead.
I'm in the film. I'm the owner of a club. Me and my cousin, which is the Microphone Prince, and I named the club Grandma's House, kind of named after my actual grandmother's house, which was a party house, you know.
Okay.
So everybody's questioning me on why I would want to name the club this. So, you know, we're having a lot of turmoil in the club. My cousin wants to have strippers and drugs in it. I just want to do hip hop. You know, the band and the DJ, everybody's complaining they haven't been paid in weeks. And, you know, it got some comical, you know, some comedy edge to it. There's a little bit of drama, but you know, it's mostly based around those bars, man. Heavy bars
Okay.
and performance.
Okay. Okay. No, that's good stuff, man. Um, you've always repped the low life movement. Um, and how do you balance pushing forward musically and then while preserving your legacy?
They go hand in hand.
Okay.
So it's the balances. They both complement each other as I'm pushing forward. Cause what a lot of people may not know, my music career is what brought the low life culture to the spotlight, you know, in entertainment and things like that. So it was
Right.
my music career actually carried it to where it is at today. Because you know, I was able to travel the world, and just so many people all over the world were inspired by, you know, our low life story and what we did in New York City, that everybody gravitated to it and wanted to be a part of it. So you know, we basically followed in the footsteps of the Rocksteady crew and the Zulu Nation in the helping make Low Life a global organization, you know, that united all the people in hip hop, you know, through fashion. Because
Right.
nobody has been united by fashion before. Everybody was united by all other elements in hip hop, and we really brought the fashion standpoint to be acknowledged as an element, because not many people was stating that, you know what I mean? And it's always been an element in my eyes. You
Right.
had to be
Right.
fly to play any one of those roles, you know?
Right. 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 And speaking of film and influence, um, with everything you've done, from music to fashion to film, what keeps you motivated to keep creating and evolving as an artist, as a filmmaker? What keeps you going there?
Discipline is one. You know, I'm a very disciplined individual, very programmed, you know, programming myself, have daily routines, you know, I work. This is also my employment. So that's another reason. Like everybody else who got to get up and go to the 9 to 5, it's the same thing for me. I get up every day and I work towards whatever my goals are, or my plans are, or my creativity. You know, I'm at least allowed that, man. Having free time, free space to be able to do it. But once again, it's a natural instinct. This is who I've been all my life. My life has been hip hop since I could remember, you know.
Okay.
So I've always just been programmed by everything hip hop, and my every thought and my every wake up is doing something hip hop. And you know, I don't know how else to explain it, man. I don't consider myself a focused individual. I'm more obsessed than
Okay.
anything else with the culture, and being able to add on to the culture is probably a dream. You know what I mean? To be a participant, a historian in it, and to be looked at as one of the legends at this point is, like I said, it's only a dream. I could have never imagined this is what it would have been.
Right.
But
Right.
this is how I live my life, man. I'm hip
No,
hop
that's
all day.
that's good, man. To be able to do what you love and support yourself and your family in doing so. Now, Now, what can fans expect from the album? Are you gonna go on tour with this? Or are you gonna release merch with it? That and the film.
Just like everything else, it's consistent content releases. There's always merch available. There's always shows happening. There's always more music videos coming to push it. Just consistency is what you could expect the most out of me because I already got the next projects that come after this one, man.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. That's just how I work. I work in advance like crazy. So I'm already plotting out everything for next year on how to release it, you know?
Okay. Okay. And we have a few more questions, man. And for any up and coming artists right now, especially those trying to build from the ground up, what kind of advice or message would you give to them?
Don't let nobody tell you if you're good enough, man. If you believe in yourself, pursue what you believe, especially if you're willing to do the work behind it. But don't forget, it's work. Work is required. If you're not willing to work, leave it alone now. You know, because it's like anything else you want in life, man. You gotta work for it, man. And regardless of what it is that what you want to do with this, you know, but be it entertainment, you got to believe in yourself and you got to let the work speak for itself most of the
Right.
time. That's how
Right.
you earn the respect and that's how you get where you want to go. You know, work, man. That's the bottom line is the work.
Right. No, that's good advice. And finally, where can people stream the album besides SpitFireHipHop.com and watch the videos and follow you on social?
You know, every social media platform, Thirstin Howl the third. The album, The Last Shall Be Thirst, is on, you know, Apple Music. It's on Spotify. It's on all digital platforms out there, along with my other 1,000 albums that I've released, every skillionaire title you could imagine. Or you could go to the website, thirstinhowlthethird.com. You could buy the album on a USB with the entire catalog. All the merch is there, all the DVDs. I still sell CDs available. You could even buy downloads and you know, features, video production, whatever you're looking for, you could purchase through the app. I mean, through the website as well.
Okay. No, everything is there, man. You hit them with everything. Thirstin Howl the
Everything.
third, man. Hey, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing the information about the upcoming project, the album and the upcoming film.
Mhm.
Hopefully we can do this again.
Now we'll do it again. Be on the lookout for a new music video every month off of the album. So a next one is about to drop, going down soon.
Indeed. Sounds good. Again, man, we appreciate your time and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right. Thank
Appreciate you.
you.
Peace.